Oh, I was gonna heat up my coffee. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, this is kind of a, well, it's not a marathon, but this is one hell of a trip to finish. We'll get there eventually. This is kind of a, well, it's not a marathon, but this is one hell of a trip to finish. Let's see where we are now. We are here. We were here. We've gone here, about 1,000 K. And we are heading now. These seem to be pointing the wrong way too. Oh no, we have to go right when we come on here. That's the problem. Okay. More to go, more towns. Well, Cheetah. Oh, we went to Cheetah to buy a truck. That's why it's discovered. So there's lots of little things, little towns here. Till we get up here. Once we get up here, well, maybe we'll take a little detour. Who knows? See how it goes. I'll drive maybe for an hour. Let's see what's happening here. Sun's taken a new mode of transportation. Well, they've changed the mode of transportation here. They put in an LRT train, so I've been taking the train. Okay.
Цель обозначена.
I will. We have Optimus Prime directing our... Ooh, that was close. Good thing I was paying attention. Not. Good thing it's a self-steering trailer. Yes. That was definitely a help. Yeah, I'm doing the roof thing again. Possibly disconcerting, but I don't know. I got a bunch of followers. They're not everybody hates it. My most recent follower has a name that's too long for the follower thing. Prima, I believe, is straight. Okay, so let's try 80. Where's the cruise control? There. Oh yeah, okay. I was hoping there was nobody there. There weren't nobody there. So a lot of this is fairly good highway. It's a good truck. Good load, 34 ton. Cable reel. The nice thing is it's I think it's a Goldorf trailer. It says Eurohauler, but anyways, it's self-steering, which is nice. Little resting spot in there. Okay, just an empty field basically. Maybe a porta potty. So this map is sort of like Russian open space in that there's a lot of open space, but it also has the advantage of much more variety than Russian open space. Although there's not a lot of it now, but it's probably one of the deader regions. You know, town, break, town. Ooh, this is twisty little scary road, so looks like there are some interesting parts of the road here. So we'll see how much they vary the landscape. At some point, I guess we go across the Ural Mountains or something. There's mountains in Russia. I mean, it's big. There's everything in Russia. So this morning I dinked around with CNAME records and URL forwarding and stuff like that to get my blogs set up properly, my various blogs. And I still have to send a note back to the support desk to clarify why I couldn't follow one of their recommendations, because the way my blogs are set up by my blog supplier. I'm with Typepad for my blogs. At some point I will be with Squarespace, is it? Squarespace. Recommended by a friend.
Прямо.
Sorry, I'm thinking about my blog, my design of my blogs. I think I've got everything sort of midstream, so it's not really going to be an issue with this trailer tipping, but it still is a little, I'm still a little cautious. Oh, that's better. I'm still cautious going around corners. Never know. 1705.
Прямо.
Well, see, we've got cruise control, so as we go, we're set for 80. As we go like 84, cruise control kicks in and turns on the retarder. I'm really looking forward to a bigger hill because I want to see. I've used the in ATS. I've used the cruise control with auto braking, but it uses the Jake, and the Jake is
Прямо.
not always that effective. Retarder is better, I think, in that it's got three or four settings usually, and you crank it up the top, it really slows you down. So all we need is a nice downhill, such as we might get after this upcoming nice uphill. Oh, P for parking. Oh, another rest stop. That's interesting. We get a lot of those on the highway. But that's pretty well it. Garages repair, nothing. Oh, but this is interesting. We've climbed a bit of a hill here, and even more of a hill coming up. And at the top of the hill is a communications tower, as you would expect to see IRL. They don't put them in valleys, right? Oh, there's a garage coming up for repairs. Do we need repairs? No.
Прямо.
There's a bus stop. People being out here. Imagine people being out here at the bus stop. Okay, so we seem to have climbed up to some kind of plateau. Maybe we'll go downhill again. I'm assuming that there is a requirement in the game to maintain a base level. You can't have a road that's all climbing one way. You know, unless you're going up into the Andes or something, and that's the other end, is up on top of a mountain. Gas, no, we're good. toll coming up. Why is that? Oh, because there's a little town up there. Looks like a... Looks like it's just a quarry, but still.
Прямо.
Well, I guess we could have checked it out, eh? To see what a quarry looks like on this map. Is that what it was? Yeah. Excuse me. Probably going to be the standard. It might be either. They have two things. They have a quarry where you go to just drive straight down, or they have a mine where you go around and around, and there's something at the top. So both very standard. Another little parking spot, casually thrown in there for people.
Прямо.
Priyama, I will. Oh yeah, just noticing I got that stuff at the top of my screen still. That used to pull information from Truck's book. Don't really use Truck's book anymore, but I left a question in VTL log. VT log. To see if, in fact, they support something similar. Maybe the beta one does.
Прямо.
Not sure how long the beta version could last, but it can be fun sometimes to try these out. With that, eh? Isn't that nice? You know, let's do this. Let's, oh yeah, go up a bit so we get away from the silly parking sign. Get rid of this, and this, and this. Take a picture. Oh, maybe here, with the sun coming straight through. Yeah. That's good. Huh. Oh. Camper Dan. Ham, flim man. Seems like a nice day out there. I think I'm gonna have to. I'll finish driving and then I'll go out for go to the library. We had 17 the other day, you know. So if these days that are not full of frost and snow, we really should take advantage of them. Yeah, see, it's 15. It's gonna be 15, 16, 17 all day. It's gonna be that all week. 18 on Friday. You see 18 as a bonus now.
Прямо. Прямо.
Little town there. I don't know. Let's go check it out.
Прямо.
No, I don't want to go to Priam. I want to go check out this little town. See what it looks like. Come on, guys. Oh.
Маршрут перестроен. Автоботы погнали.
The mandatory garbage at the side of the road, and look at the highway.
Развернитесь.
Okay, so somewhat less than smooth.
Маршрут перестроен. Автоботы
Can
погнали.
we? Oh, we can't get there. Okay, I was thinking you can't get there from here. This is interesting. What kind of town is this?
Маршрут перестроен. Автоботы погнали. Развернитесь.
I think this town is a farm, and that's about it.
Маршрут перестроен.
Yeah.
Автоботы погнали.
I think he keeps telling me
Развернитесь.
recalculating. Go right, go left.
Маршрут перестроен.
Yeah.
Автоботы погнали.
I think he is. I think he's getting quite distraught.
Развернитесь.
Wasn't this interesting?
Маршрут перестроен. Автоботы погнали. Развернитесь. Маршрут перестроен. Автоботы погнали. Развернитесь.
I guess. Well, I guess this is it. We can go into here.
Маршрут перестроен. Автоботы погнали.
We could have had a cargo here. I wonder what cargo do they have. Oh. Stuff? Okay. Interesting. Let me change a couple of things here. First of all, let's crank this guy down a bit. So we don't hear him pestering us so much. And then tree coming down, I'm sort of hunching my shoulders. There we go. Now 7 in the morning, so we can. I'm assuming that we can get through here. Guy on top of the sawdust pile. Ooh, please don't. Please let me get through here. Yeah, okay. Again, you know, without a self-steering trailer, I'd be pretty well doomed in here. Good sound. There we go.
Поверните налево. Через 300 метров поверните налево.
Yeah.
Поверните налево.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left. We'll have it again. Getting ready to turn left. Turn left.
Через 300 метров поверните налево.
That was, I think, go straight and then get ready to turn left.
Поверните налево, а затем поверните направо.
Yes.
Поверните направо.
Okay. Okay, and now what? Now what do we do? Keep going straight?
Через 300 метров поверните налево.
Okay.
Поверните налево.
Well, less of a sketchy road.
Через 300 метров поверните налево.
Ah, I got a little thing in. Discord. Hey, Jojo Binks. I like that name. I'm not sure why 321. It was that Jar Jar's cousin, the one that never got to. What was Binks? What was Jar Jar Binks was a weird character. Just a sec. I should do a be right back here because I'll be right back. actually, maybe I can add this as a browser source. What happens when I add this? What happens if I add a browser source? So I added a browser source, 1920 by 1080. Okay. And the URL is that. Hmm. I'm not sure what this does really. Getting a little arrow. Okay, let's take this out for now. Because I'm not sure what it's doing. Okay, back in the saddle again. In the flesh, Joe. Sorry, Jojo. I got distracted with. I want to add. I use VT Logger, and I was hoping to add that kind of information at the top from VT Logger, and I got a note back from the developer, Fabby, saying, here's an API. Try this API. So it looks like it does. Looks like it does lots of stuff actually. Does gas, does all sorts of stuff at the bottom of the screen. You make it miles instead of kilometers. You drive, we log. It's a little sign saying promoting virtual truck log, and there's lots of things at the bottom. It looks like buttons you can use to show, either configure your lights or show what your lights are doing. I have no idea. I'll try it after. Looks exciting. But meanwhile, I'm driving in Russia. I'm driving from, like I said, it's a 9,000 kilometer trip from here, Vladivostok, which is the southeast corner, just by China, close to Japan, up, and this is really should be more west than north. Bunch of stuff here, Moscow, things south of Moscow, and eventually you get Bialystok in, I believe, Poland. So that's where we're at. And it's a new map, a standalone map. It's a 1 in 10 scale as opposed to the 1 in 20 that the rest of the game is, so. And there seems to be a lot of traffic. I took a little detour here just to see what was up here. Of course. Probably my bad. I'm not sure why there's so much bloody traffic. It's steady bloody traffic. Christos. Let's do the console. Let's see what's with this road. Okay, traffic is stopping eventually. Okay, we'll get out of here now. Yeah.
Поверните налево.
Oh. Well, a bunch of guys went. Wasn't a complete loss, but again, I may have to be more aggressive. He's turning right, so I think he'll go now because there was somebody turning left. I'll go now because there's nobody there. Nobody there. I'm good. And I can even turn into this lane because I've got the magical self-steering trailer. They are so cool. See my flashing lights in the mirror. Oh, I never thought to check. What do we have for beacons? Oh, there are beacons on the trailer. Very nice. We'll have to get a beacon, although I don't like the beacons in ETS. I'm pretty sure the beacon I have available for this Scanias and others is this big blob on top of the roof that looks like you're running a towing company, as opposed to the little cones that they have in ATS on the corners of the truck. So, oh well. Yeah, once I finish this, well, once I pause this for the day, I think I'll leave it up and running. And I gotta play with that API. You know, that looks so cool. Now, there we go, that's better. I can see my stream again. Kind of paranoid, I like to see the stream. No, I'm gonna drive till, I don't know, maybe 12:30. What time did I start? Let's do a stats command and see where we're at. 45 minutes. So, you know, if we go to 12:30, that's an hour and a bit. That's good. It's not 3 hours, but that's okay. We possibly have things to do today. That was a cute little town that we came upon there.
Прямо.
Some little side roads here. I wonder if there's any hidden roads. I like those little stubs. They don't go anywhere, but they add a bit of realism. I wish there was more of those in the Canada Dreams. The Canada Dreams map has an awful lot of similar, boring, long areas. Taldan. It's the Taliban. No, it's the Taldan. Oh, Mr. Bill, it's the Taliban. Yes, it is. I don't think we get to actually discover Taldan. We could, but I don't think we do. We have to drive. Usually you have to drive into some place to discover it. I don't think we really did enough there. Oh, maybe a little customs thing? Oh, you know, when you drive off the road, in the road, into town there. I heard chirpy birds. I hear chirpy birds. That was nice. The garage and a communications tower again, because we were on a slight hill, I guess. Sometimes they put arrows. Sometimes they don't. Nope, nothing happening here. Just turns and turns. Oh, there's some vehicles up ahead. Finally caught up with somebody. Or what they're doing though. They doing 80? No, sometimes the AI is perfectly content to sit there and follow. It must be doing just a bit less. Okay. Are you good? Are you over that? Let's get back to speed here. Never. Never more? No, just never. Now, what is it never for? Let me try to do a zoom on the map here to see what the heck that is in never. Oh, just like a cargo, and then twisty little road, and then the town of Slaviesk. Hmm. Should I go there? Maybe I should not explore all these little towns, because as it is, I think... Okay, my ETA. I'm traveling to, wrote it down, Bialystok. Bialystok. From Vladivostok. This is going to be a multi-day trip. I'm not going to finish in one setting because I've still got, if you notice, if you check down in my bottom right corner, I've got a number of kilometers to go still. I don't do a lot of, I got out of the habit of doing multiplayer because people kept smashing into me. But I'm thinking of getting back into it, especially when they've announced that they're going to add pro mods. But I'd be interested in, you know, driving with a chat up on Discord chat. So. But yeah, the servers are calm right now. I don't know whether it's going to get, once they bring out pro mods, whether it's going to be better or worse, but... my trucking group, Lazy Truckers, does convoys a Saturday or a Sunday. Pretty low key group. I'm usually busy, but I was thinking, you know, maybe Wednesday nights or something. Wednesday night, I'd run a convoy. Now that'd be maybe 8 o'clock my time. Yeah, there's talk about adding. There's been talk for a long time about adding AIs into multiplayer, but I think the okay, yeah, we can fit. I think the problem is look at my mirrors. Yeah, we are fitting. I think the problem would be synchronizing. Like how would you synchronize the multi AI so that, you know, that red car that I saw coming towards me would be the same red car that you saw. Well, I guess no, you're running on a server. Yes, okay. So we all see the same thing. We're not running on not running on my computer. The red car is not on my computer. It's on a server somewhere. Maybe it just was the amount of, maybe they just ran out of fingers on their servers or something to count all the bits and pieces, because there's, you know, there'd be the players plus AI. Be nice to see it, though. I don't know whether that's ever going to happen.
Прямо.
Excuse me. What do you mean the sleeping pattern? Like when if we meet up on a server on multiplayer, it's the same. If it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the server for me, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the server for you, isn't it? The server time. Oh, do you mean the fatigue option? Because I turned that off. I didn't even know the fatigue worked on multiplayer. I guess it could. Yeah, okay, and you sleep. Oh. So you get out of sync. Huh, of course. It's got to do something. Oh, well, then I would say if you're playing multiplayer, you don't, you disable the fatigue. And you never sleep. I guess. Oh, I was going to check when I'm going to get there. So my ETA is Wednesday. And I have to be there by Monday. Monday at 10 in the morning. But I suspect it's the Monday after the Wednesday, because they're pretty generous on these long hauls. I think I had like 15 hours leeway built in anyways. But I'd have to stop. You'd have to stop for a, you'd probably have to stop for an oil change midway in the trip. Oh. 9,000 kilometers. Oops. We had an extra lane. No, we just had a poorly marked Ah, thank you very much, Jojo, for the follow. I appreciate that. That'll bring us up to, I think, 497. Once it shows your follow and stuff on the stream. Uh-huh. That's okay. And if you follow me, I go in and if you stream, if you're a streamer, I'll go in and I'll follow you back. And if you stream a lot of Eurotruck or ATS, I could add you to my auto host list. Well, there's a couple of people on my auto host list that get hosted an awful lot. Steph Marie. I should go through my stats and look. I think just because they're on a lot, so they end up getting picked up by the auto host a lot. But I don't look upon it so much as a way to get points for me by hosting somebody cool, but auto hosting, I host other people who stream occasionally and maybe, you know, need the exposure. Ah, okay. It's I'm in Ottawa. It's 12:18 here. I should find a way to pop that up on the screen. Although maybe this API from VT Log does it. It seems to do all sorts of stuff at the bottom of the screen. Right where I've already got all sorts of stuff. But, in Ireland. Now I'm looking at top current viewer locations and I am not seeing the flag. Speaking of Ireland, I'm going to have to watch some more of UK Parliament this afternoon because there's a 5-hour difference, but they should be into the more Brexit arguments.
Прямо.
And speaking more of Ireland, a year ago, I got raided by RT Gamer. Who's probably from the north, I think. Anyways, he had about 1,000 people watching the stream late at night, and he descended on me. Pretty well burnt out my chat. And I got another 100 or so viewers, so it's very nice. So if I've got a bunch of people watching when I finish, then I try to find somebody to raid. Even if you only got 5 or 6. There's a...
Прямо.
We got here. Oh, we got a repair place. Oh, actually, I got dented. I got dented, probably from driving like that. I mean, I may as well do it while I'm here. Pretty sure I got dinged a while back ago. A while back ago? Yeah. And I should put something inside the cab, I guess. I got nada in the cab. I don't have, Oh, you know what I need? Let's see if we can do this. Let's do a save. pretty well. Pretty sure I need this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need this. We need more bling. I need Mel with me again. Okay. Inside the truck, over here, we can now add Mel. Where's Mel? Oh, Mel. Melissa. I like that one. There's Melissa with the dark stockings, Miss the light stockings. That's more casual. And dashboard sets. This one. Then we have to at least add photo. Oh, album. Picture. Yeah. It's this one. The picture. I have to find the one I like. I don't think it's called picture. Patience, grasshopper. The vertical one, and it's got one popped on the side. That one. Oh, except it doesn't go well there, does it? Okay, how about here? That's good. Or how about here? Want it here, Mel? There we go. Okay, we'll just stick with that for now. We should maybe put something on the floor. How about an old pizza? There we go. No, let's put a cooler. Let's look like a real cool box, or this one. Oh no, they're both too big. You know, let's go back to pizza and just leave it at that. We'll play around later. Or a handbag. Yeah, let's put Mel's handbag. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Optimus Prime. Gas? We're still good for gas. Yep. Priyama. I believe that means go straight, young man, go straight. So I will. Oh yeah, we need to put this at something. 60. 70 might work. Oh, we're not quite getting up to 75. Yeah, I like the Sissel Mega mods, and I'm pretty sure it's a workshop mod. So the nice thing about workshop mods is they get automatically updated. Well, unless they get abandoned. Sometimes they're just abandoned, but that usually gets marked. So, what am I going to do? Maybe I'll go to 1 o'clock here. I'll make another, I can make another coffee. Oh, I was just looking at my screen is updated. Now you are shown as the most recent follower. And we're at 497. Woohoo! 3 more and nothing spectacular happens other than it's 500. It's always nice to get, you know, your first 100, your first 200. Someone was saying too, the channel has changed, so you don't see the followers when you're looking at streams. Or you had to click on something, or I don't know. I know on my own Twitch, they've changed that for me. I look at my channel and I still see followers up top. There's a button I can click and it gives me a bunch of windows, you know, for each follower. But before I could click on the window and I'd actually go to that follower stream so I could see whether they, before I decided to friend them, follow them, notification or whatever, I'd see, do they stream? Will they? You know. So I think it was this way. I guess they want people to be encouraged to just follow. The more followers, the more networking, the happier Twitch is. But I found if I go into Streamlabs, there's an event list. I can look at the followers there, and I can click on the follower there and go to their stream and do what I wanted. So, work around. Yeah, so I was looking at that API. That API looks interesting, but I might have to completely change my screen. Oh, I was trying to think. Did I get money? No, I paid out another 5,000. I'm paying 5,000 a day. And I've got another, well, if I'm driving, you know, when it gets dark, if I change it, if I'm doing a 12-hour day. Whoa, there's a train. That means, you know, 12 into 100 is what? 8 12s are 96. So 8 days. So 8. Well, that's 40,000 euros. So I'll be sucking down the money there. Now, I really need to try to keep my speed up, because if I'm too late, then I don't get any money. And right now I'm scheduled to get over €1 million for this trip. I haven't had to gas up, which is good. Let me check the let me check my tippy index. Yeah, okay, we're good. Everything in the middle breaks down about 30%, so. Ooh, more Okay. So, you know, when I get close to trucks, they blank out. So I'm going to have to ask Crusher when he comes on. Or just send him a message. And, oh look, need another coffee. Okay, I can do that. I can bio break and make a coffee, so I'll be back here. So we'll do the be right back and we'll mute. I'm back. I possibly lost people. I did lose people. Oh well. I got my coffee, so we're gonna drive for... I'm not sure how far. Much far I'll drive. I got another coffee, so... Probably good for another half hour. So, note the change in... We must be driving north and west, because note the change in flora and fauna. No longer the more southern deciduous forest, but a mixture of deciduous and coniferous. And hills too. Okay, well, that works. That sort of works. That's me tipping. Okay. Possibly a little abrupt. Luckily there was no traffic, so I was able to steer out of it, and luckily nobody was watching. '70's good. 1 over 75 grams. Go for it. Oh, gas would be good too, I guess. Not drastically soon, but... Oops. Oh, well, we'll see how far that is. Probably could have got some... No, we couldn't have got some back there. Although I think we're pretty good for gas. We're not as bad as it seems. Right? Wrong map. This one? Oh, 500k. We got a third of a tank. Looks worse on the right than it is, so... We're good. Let's go back to the cruise control setting. And set it. '70. 70's good until we hit a curve where it's not good. Yeah. Even that'd work. Because I need to get my speed up. Because ETA is 1946, and we need to start putting in negative times. Oh, 1646. Now on this kind of trip, it's probably going to take me forever to change that, but... see, 1645. So 80 is good. 80 is a good thing. There we go. Truck's blanking. Note to self, ask Crusher, how did he fix? How did he fix the problem on this with the trucks losing? Well, 80 is okay on the outside on those curves. If you're a right-hand curve, you're on the inside, and it's just a little smaller radius. Not much. Oh. Pop-up forest. Well, let me check out my flags. I have 2 flags now, and I always forget with that. And it's gone. So I can't check it. Never mind. Oops, yes. The AI, well, the AI moves over if there's an obstacle at the side of the road like any driver would, but sometimes they seem to go a little wider than I would. They don't really see it as a problem. That they might be crowding me. Ah, see, there's hills.
Прямо.
Excuse me. Ooh, this would have been an opportunity to... No? Like the way they put the posts up in the middle of the road there. That's supposed to be a hill for passing, but... Well, you have construction in the middle of it. Random road events. It's fine. So we're stopping for gas eventually up here. Oh yeah, it's not that far after that, so... There. 85 is fine. Let me just check here. It's beeped. looked up on my phone. Huh. Oh, there's the debate tonight.
Прямо.
Yeah, I assumed I was just staying on the road here, but yeah, I was. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes in these corners. Is this me turning? Yes, it's you turning. Okay, let's catch up with this guy, but we're not really going to worry about passing him or her. $34 tons. 650 engine, I believe. Is this, no, I think it's a 750. The best you can get. 730. 12-speed transmission, which seems like a good range of gears.
Прямо.
Yeah, it says no left turn. They always do that. Like, what am I going to do? Still cheap? Yeah, 0.71. I mean, it does cut into my profit, but not much. You know, 300. What was that for? Oh, the next chapter is starting. CBC program. Oops. Saw that guy at the last second, and I probably missed him by a few inches. Maybe took the dust off my front bumper. $80? Yeah, we'll try to do 80. Yeah, because it was 1646 and now it's 1700 something, so. trucks to pass? I'm not sure. I guess I could have. We'll see what happens. Well, it's a hill. It's hard to catch up with these guys, but... Well, they're doing 75. I mean, that's not bad. Better than I can do.
Прямо.
No. Turned off. Bye now. Don't like the horn on this. I had a mod for my ATS that was basically a diesel train horn. And it sounded like a diesel train horn. It's pretty cool. Not a lot of, I think we're on one of these long stretches of no towns, but yeah, it's one of the worst ones. They get pretty hot and heavy after this, so. And the road perhaps straightens out a bit after this. Not a lot, though. Not a lot. Still challenging. Somebody came on here the other night, and maybe yesterday, said, "Oh, good, another Canadian," and I just realized that I completely forgot about it. Yes, there's a big Canadian flag behind me. That would be the clue. What was that sign for? Oh, repair. I guess. I use a Fitbit for walking and exercise, walking and sleeping. And you know, I can set a goal of time to bed and time to get up and how long to be sleeping and stuff like this. But they've also got a new thing for sleep score. And I'm really not sure how they do that. I think they measure those goals, but also measure the mix of deep and light and REM and awake periods and give you a score. It's just that I can do 8 hours or 6.5 hours, and I'll get for both. I'll get a score of 82 out of 100 because the 6 or 6.5 hour one was good sleep, and the 8 hour was a lot of tossing, turning, getting up, staring out the window, blah blah blah. So.
Прямо.
Oh, okay, you're turning off. Okay. This guy's okay. Notice the way the truck blacks out when I get close. That's very strange. Let's hope that nobody's coming, because shit, somebody was coming. Now is somebody coming? Good, because he's got sort of a pausing at corners index that's a little low for me. Taking a chance that, well, there won't be another car. And there wasn't. There was a car and a truck. But not a lot of traffic. Okay, so make a liar me. Car, a truck, car. Okay, let's try hitting the speed and see what happens.
Прямо.
Prima. One other little town in there. No, we're not going in. It's tempting. We're not going to do any towns. We're just going to boot it through to the end. And we're going to go till like 8 at night and start at 7 in the morning. we're good here. I think we're good. So what do we got? 90? Suppose we could hit for 90 and see what happens. It's a nice highway. Lights might help. Oh, we didn't even have running lights on. That was boring. I mean, I have my... Oh, what I was going to... Damn. I was going to see about doing a beacon to the back.
Прямо.
Are you going to turn?
Прямо.
Oh no. Well, yes you are. And you did too. And we can possibly go faster after this sign up here. Oh, actually probably after the toll station.
Прямо.
Little village in there. You know, it's a nice touch. Didn't have to have the village there. There we go. So I should get my own trailer for this map. Or maybe not. Maybe not. If they have interesting enough cargoes, I'll just go with what they have. I know you make more money with your own trailer, but you limit yourself. You can only take those kind of cargoes. Again, more interesting countryside. We've gone from heavy deciduous forest to mixed deciduous and coniferous, to open plains, to this sort of open plain.
Прямо.
In that it's, you know, a scattering of trees in the distance. And we're driving into the sun. Because we're heading, I guess we're heading west now. So that would mean if you look at the map orientation here, this direction on the map is actually west. Hey, Binks. So do you use a logger? Do you use Truck's Book or a VT logger, or what do you use, Jojo? Just showing the map is sort of northwest. It looks like northwest, but I'm driving into the sun, so I'm pretty sure the whole map has to be turned a bit. And I'm not sure how to do that. Truck Book, okay. I have Truck Book, but I keep forgetting to use it. Truck Book would give me stuff at the top there, but then my VT logger, the developer, gave me a link to an API that gives me an overlay that's going to give me all sorts of stuff up on my screen. So I'll have to try that after and just see what it does. I'll probably have to get rid of a bunch of the stuff that I have. I should have, I like followers, that's fairly. There's some stuff that's good to have. But like I'd have to move my picture maybe. Yeah, okay. A little hot on that corner. Luckily there's not a lot of traffic. I went up on a couple of wheels, steered my way out of it, and we're good. Bogamaya Gogo discovered.
Прямо.
Yes, we have the yellow sign, the yellow diamond there, meaning you may go through. Oh yeah. So Truck's Book has, I forget where it was in Truck's Book. There was information on it. I can't remember how they found it, saying that go to these. Here's a text file that we write.
Прямо.
I guess in your Truck's Book, or wherever the program is. Is that what you meant? Where do I get it from Truck's Book, or where will I get it from VT Logger? Start of toll. Okay. That was from Truck's Book. From Where is it? Just sorry, just a sec. I'll So it's from users slash public slash documents slash. Can I copy this? Okay. So users slash public slash document slash TV client slash stream slash delivery weight ton text is one of them. So under that, under stream, under the at if you follow that link in your system, that should be a file that Trucksbook is writing. And there's a whole bunch of parameters there. So you just take each of those parameters, just put them up on OBS. Let me get out of that so it's not. Yeah. Ah, there's a green, white, and orange flag there. So I picked out, you know, cargo, weight, from, to, and all that stuff, and I put it up there and spaced it quite nicely, but I have to use Trucksbook for the cargo, and I always forget at the beginning of a trip. Definitely forgot at the beginning of this one. It's kind of nice, it pops up, but like I said, I've got an API from, let me look again to see what it has on the API. Yeah, so the API right now shows I going from whatever to buy all the stock. I've got an industry cable reel, 34,520 kilograms. Shows my air pressure, brake temperature, oil pressure, oil temperature, water temperature. Shows that I've got my headlights, my lights on, low beam. 404K, 5% completed, 74,000 total K, 7,400 total K, 67 remaining. Jesus, this got all sorts of good stuff on it. I'm gonna have to go in after the API from BT Logger. I'm gonna have to go in after and clean this up, clean up my current window, because I've got all this junk at the bottom. Junk. Viewing top cheers this week. I don't get many people cheering, so I can take out the cheers. I can take out the subscribers. I'll just put the followers. But the followers, I'll have to move my ugly mug up and make it smaller, and I'll have to that's interesting because it's going to let me go back here. I'm driving. I'd have to get rid of this thing. Oh, the navigation thing. Because that is right where there's a whole bunch of stuff. But if I'm sitting in the truck, that I have that navigation thing there, right? Hmm. I think I'm gonna change it after this trip. Which will be soon, I think. I've been going for a long time. Yeah, so I have to move my face up and make my head up smaller. All doable. All doable. Let me go back here to this window and see if it changes. Oh, it does. It does. It shows stuff. Hmm. Okay. Oops. I think I'm in problem here. No, we're good. Okay, we're still traveling. Traveling man. Come on now. So it shows me some stuff, so we'll have to see about it. So I was going to drive till maybe 9 o'clock at night, I think, and then change the clock to 6. So that's taking 9 hours out, but I don't think I'm late. I still think I'm good, because I still think I've got until I've got until Tuesday. Monday. And it's not this Monday. I mean, it's not the Monday 2 days ago. Pay attention, Gramps. That was a corner. Ooh, and a cute little bridge. Isn't that nice?
Прямо.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we want to find a garage too, so I can possibly get. See, if I have a Scania, whatever, Streamline, which is what I've got. If I want to do top of the truck, I can do a beacon, but the beacon is either something like that or something like that. And it's kind of annoying to have it because then you're up here and you're looking through a beacon. So I'm not sure I really want one. It would be better better for realism. There's one in the back, but ooh, jeez, it certainly it's certainly dark now. 8 o'clock at night, and it's bloody dark. Okay, let's anybody behind me? Oh, nobody. Okay, my flash is on. So we're gonna change this to 6. And it's gonna show absolutely nothing. So, oh, for some reason 7 is a huge difference. Okay. It's okay. Probably don't need my flashes on anymore, right? We're good. Oh, it's 1:30. I was gonna go to 1:30. I mean, I think I've been going since for a long time. Yeah, over 2 hours, so probably good enough. So, thanks for streaming, folks. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for watching and supporting and cheering and everything like this. And I'm gonna stop now and play with this API thing.